Welcome to Rhinestead. We're so glad you joined us. Today we're going to make zucchini bread. You're going to take out all your ingredients first so you have everything in front of you. And then we're going to start by measuring the dry ingredients. Once you've got all your dry ingredients in your bowl, you're going to whisk it together. Preheat your oven. And once you've preheated your oven, you're going to prepare your baking pans by putting butter on them so that the bread doesn't stick. Okay, now that you've buttered your loaf pans, we're going to cut the zucchini. So once you've cut off the top and bottom of the zucchini, then you're going to move on to grating them. If you don't have a machine like this, you can always use a hand grater and do it the old-fashioned way. I didn't mind using the machine, but I will demonstrate doing it on the hand grater. I'm using the large holes on the top and just sliding the zucchini back and forth. So now that we have measured out and mixed our dry ingredients and shredded our zucchini, we're going to move on to mashing our bananas. So I know that it's called zucchini bread, but we put bananas in it for sweetness and moisture. You want to make sure that you use very ripe bananas. They should be like this, even browner than that will work too. They should be nice and soft when you open them, easy to mash. And then bonus, you can keep your, well, if you have a garden anyway, you can keep your banana peels, soak them in water, and it's very nutrient rich for your soil. Once you have peeled your bananas and recycled your banana peels, then we're going to move on to the fun part and mash the bananas. Now that our bananas are mashed, we're going to start to combine our wet ingredients. We're going to start by mixing our bananas with our zucchini and give that a good mix. Now that we've added our bananas to our zucchini, we're going to put our butter in the microwave to melt it. Make sure you check on it about every 30 seconds or so to make sure that it doesn't splatter all over your microwave. Now that our butter is melted, we're going to set that aside to let it cool for a bit while we add our other wet ingredients. We're going to start with our eggs. Once our eggs are in, we're going to add some milk. After the milk, we're going to add honey. And once our honey is in, we're going to go back and grab our butter and add that in. And now that our butter is added and we've added all the rest of our wet ingredients, we're going to mix that together. Now that our wet ingredients are all mixed together, we're going to gradually add our dry ingredients. Make sure when you're adding your dry ingredients that you don't overmix it. My husband likes his with walnuts added to it, which adds a nice crunch, so we're gonna chop those. Now that we've chopped our walnuts up, we're gonna add those to the batter. Let's mix those in. Now that we have everything prepared, we're going to put our batter into our loaf pans. We're going to start with the plain ones, and we're going to bake those. We're going to bake those on 350 for about 50 to 60 minutes. As you're putting your batter into your loaf pans, you want to make sure that you leave about a quarter of the pan at the top. You don't want to fill it too full, because your batter is going to rise as your bread bakes. Now that we've added our batter to our loaf pans, let's put them in the oven. Loving this so far? Give it a quick thumbs up and let us know what you think in the comments. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and come grow with us at Ryan's Dad Meal. So I actually doubled my recipe, so I made multiple batches. The first one is done. This is the one we did without the walnuts. And once they've cooled for about 5-10 minutes, we're going to put them on a wire rack so that they can cool further. Okay. You want to take a butter knife and just loosen around the sides. That'll help it come out better. And there you have it. Tender, cozy zucchini bread straight from our kitchen to yours. If this brought a smile to your face or reminded you of home, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear in the comments how you make zucchini bread in your family.